Taya was the only home cook brave enough to take on my pantry.
I see mango and pineapple. I'm starting right now on a mango salsa, and then I think I'm going to use pork belly.
These are exciting ingredients to work with, but maybe a little bit intimidating as well.
It's definitely a risk, but I'm hoping that I will stand out at the rest. My rice dish wasn't up to par. It means so much to me to have a second chance. I feel like I do well with second chances. When I was 23, I got married. We were married a very short amount of time. I essentially just walked away from everything, and I had no financial help. I just pushed through. I think it gives me more drive and more fuel to just succeed more. I know this dish is enough to get me a white apron.
5 minutes. You have 5 minutes left.
I'm just really trying to hold off on pulling out my pork because I want to make sure that it's cooked all the way.
You should be plating now.
My biggest concern is the time right now. It's really ticking. I haven't even thought about plating.
Shoot, it's still chewy. It's because it's not cooked all the way. If I cut it up right now and toss it in the sauce, I might be okay.
1 minute. Beautiful plate. Show us you deserve that white apron.
They're not moving fast enough. They need to hustle.
I'm the Alberta boy. If I screw up this protein, it's all over for me.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up!
Taya, please bring up your dish.
I would be mortified if I disappointed Chef Claudio with his own ingredients.
Walk me through this dish.
Well, I was trying to go for a tostada. I wanted to do a spicy pork belly mole.
Have you made mole before?
I've never made mole before.
I think mole is the most difficult sauce to make. You took a huge risk.
I did.
You know, the plating needs work. It needs to be more refined.
It just felt like I didn't have enough time to really think it through.
For me, this dish is a complete knockout. It is next level.
Oh my God.
Extraordinary. It's incredible. I can't believe you pulled that off in such a short period of time.
Thank you.
It is succulent. It is very juicy and a wonderful flavor profile.
Oh my God, thank you so much. I am freaking out. I'm freaking out.
I see condensed milk, evaporated milk, all the ingredients to make a tres leches cake. I used to eat this cake with my mom. Chocolate. When she passed away, I started to recreate and cook her recipes. So I'm doing this to honor my mom. I think I'm good.
Chef Claudio?
Jeremy, what are you making?
Making a tres leches cake
Wow.
with white chocolate and toasted coconut.
That brings me back to my childhood. What do you think is the biggest challenge in terms of pulling this one off?
The bake time and having it cool in time.
Jeremy, if you pull this off, I'm going to be incredibly impressed.
I'm gonna do my best.
I hope so.
Thank you, Chef.
Jeremy is doing a tres leches cake. He's worried about whether or not the cake is going to bake in time and rest and cool.
20 minutes. You have 20 minutes left.
I don't think he has enough time. I'm cutting this way, way too close. This cake could send me home.
Come on.
5 minutes. You have 5 minutes left. At this time, you should be plating.
Time's running out, but I'm not going home on this cake.
It's toasted coconut and white chocolate tres leches cake.
So we got 3 layers.
And I put white chocolate in between each layer.
It's absolutely wonderful. That does make me think of South America. I get the wonderful toasted coconut that's around the outer edge, the very light whipped cream. I mean, to think that you were able to pull this off in 60 minutes, it's absolutely astonishing. Well done.
Thank you, Chef.
You know, I have very fond memories of this cake. My grandmother used to make it. The sponge cake you actually made perfectly, but it is a bit dry. Just a few more moments soaking up that condensed milk, and it would have been a masterpiece. It's just begging
Just
for more.
a little bit more, yeah.
Please go back to your station.
Thank you, chef.
You know, the thing with chocolate and bacon, you don't want to put too much chocolate because it's difficult to find that balance without having the chocolate become too overpowering, too sweet.
I was given bacon and chocolate, probably expecting to make a dessert, which is just not how I'm rolling. The judges are telling me that I have to push myself even harder. So I'm making deep fried chicken wing with some chocolate bacon mole.
Italian girl knows Mexican too, huh?
Mole, 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 mole.
Well done.
If this isn't out of the box, I don't know what is. Top 10, here I come.
And Sabrina, she has really done well with her chicken wings from what I can tell. She's got a good foundation to it.
She's the one to watch. She's a good home cook.
Today is the day I have to show them I'm in this to win this. Deep fried chicken wing in a Mexican chocolate and bacon mole sauce. I cooked my mole down with some cinnamon sticks, cumin, jalapenos, and chili powder.
I love Mexican cuisine. It's simple cuisine, but it's also very complex. And you chose one of the most difficult sauces to master.
I went out of my comfort zone, like you had asked me to.
Let's see if you pulled this off. But that mole sauce, that's very good, Sabrina. All these flavors and textures that you have going on in here, they're extraordinary. It indicates to me that you have a lot more to offer. Great job.
Thank you, chef.
Please go back to your station.
1, 2, 1. I just wish I remember how many eggs I just cracked.
Taya, how are you?
Oh, gosh, yeah, good.
So tell me, Taya, what is your strong finish?
When I went to Mexico with my husband, they served these amazing hibiscus margaritas that were rimmed with chili. So I'm doing a play on that. There's a coriander sponge cake that's on the bottom. There's a macerated tequila lime melon, a hibiscus panna cotta, and then there's a habanero ice cream.
Amazing. And where does the tequila come in?
In the macerated melons on the side of the bowl.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
Thank you. This dessert could be the difference between $100,000. This is the time I have to be perfect. Here. Cake, cake, cake. I have my ice cream, I throw it in the freezer, and I work on my panna cotta. I'm infusing cream and milk and sugar with hibiscus leaves and turning this beautiful purple color. Then I add gelatin and put it in the fridge to set.
15 minutes left! Only 15 minutes left!
I've got my sponge here, I got my sago here, I've got my meringue in the oven.
Come on, you guys.
This is crazy.
Come on, Taya.
I'm going as fast as I can. Once I get this done, I'm gonna focus on my ice cream. It's gonna be busy. Come on, you guys, keep it going.
Come on, guys.
You got 10 minutes left.
Minutes to go, guys.
My ice cream is the biggest thing in my dessert that I am worried about. Oh my God, this is not easy to do. I am trying to get these perfect shaped canals done. Me, not so good at this. And my ice cream is being very fussy. Why did I decide to do a canal? 1 minute is too hard, the next minute is too soft. Okay, my ice cream is having a hard time. Where is Nia? The ice cream is so important. I've crawled my way to the top again. I hate this. And it would be devastating to lose because of this ice cream. This ice cream's gonna be the death of me. Oh my gosh, like seriously. This is the time you have to be able to improvise if it's not perfect to make it perfect. I continue to try my hardest. The only way I can get it perfect is if I throw the ice cream in the blast chiller and then out again, and I keep doing this over and over and doing as many as I can so I can pick the best ones when it's time to go. That's all I'm gonna do, to get my panna cottas out.
That's so cool.
Tay, you gotta move a little bit faster.
Yeah, Tia, come on, girl.
2 minutes, only 2 more minutes left. Come on, get it on.
Once this coconut snow hits the plate, it's gonna give a beautiful smoky effect.
Look how pretty it looks.
I feel like I'm really bringing something. I will really wow the judges.
This is insanity.
You guys got this. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
1 minute, your last minute in this kitchen.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness!
That's the most insane thing I've ever seen.
Looking good,
That looks so
real good.
cool.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's up! Taya, please describe your dessert.
You have a hibiscus margarita in dessert form. There's a coriander sponge, a hibiscus panna cotta, a habanero ice cream, and then some macerated tequila lime melon, just for some fruit.
I am amazed at your presentation. There's just simple geometry, a bit of square, a canal, round, and spheres. I'm really excited to sink my expensive teeth into this.
This is one of those desserts that stops the conversation. The hibiscus panna cotta, not only does it have this really beautiful hibiscus flavor, I love the texture. It's chewy, it's really satisfying. And then you go into the ice cream, which has chili in it. That just pops in your mouth. The cake with the coriander and the melons. It just takes so much imagination to create this, Taya.
This is a fiesta in the bowl and a fiesta in your mouth. It's a great little dessert. You know, my tip to you would be, when you do a compressed fruit like this, you have a little bit of the extra liquid in the vacuum pack. I want to see that juice in the bottom of the bowl because I believe it would add another level of moisture to the sponge and just tie everything together.
Thank you, Chef. Thank you.
So glad we picked Mexican.
It was a great choice.
Samara,
Yes,
give me a couple of minutes. Tell me what you're working on. What's on the menu?
We're gonna do a flank steak taco with a red and green sauce and some charred corn. We're also gonna do a shrimp ceviche.
You're going to do a ceviche?
Yes, chef.
Personally, I would say drop the shrimp. Stick to one, make it delicious.
Okay.
All right, you can do that?
Yes, chef. Pino, you hear that? No shrimp.
Chef Michael suggests to scrap the ceviche. Great idea. Now our menu is more focused, and right away we get to work.
Salt, salt, salt.
Yeah.
60 minutes has gone by. There's a big crowd building up, and you'll be feeding them in 60 minutes.
60 minutes. Come on, guys. We got to move a little bit faster here.
The blue team, they've got to start searing off that steak ASAP, ready to relax to slice. Otherwise, they're not going to make it.
I would agree.
But with only minutes to go before lunch and a long line forming, the blue team doesn't have enough steak cut to fill more than a couple of tacos.
I managed to get a small batch of steaks, rested and ready to slice.
I don't want to face the treasure chest, so that's why we're really working hard today.
Order, two. What the hell?
Our lineup's not moving because we're not getting food out there quick enough.
9 total, 9 tacos now.
We need this station to be clear.
It's just a mess in the food truck at this point.
Promo.
Fuck.
Pandemonium.
Mike is slow, gently placing meat on the cheese, putting a nice dollop of sauce. It's cute for at home, but not a food truck.
Tamara, I think you should be here. Mike should be there.
Yeah.
Okay?
Maria's like, Mike, just get in the friggin' window. And I was like, okay, good, that's where I want to be. I want to talk to the customers anyways.
Everyone's just working their tails off. Where is the onion?
It's amazing how the tables have turned now. The blue truck seems so organized, so prepared. All of a sudden, the red truck, boom, in front. The meatballs are coming flying out of the red truck, but the tacos, they're having difficulty getting them out.
The blue team has too many components going on that one dish, and they're not serving as many people.
Here we are. Sorry about the wait.
The red team, it's simple, it's lean, it's fast.
As the red team continues to churn out their subs, the judges head into the crowd to gauge which team's meal is winning over more customers.
You ate from the red team. How was it? It was delicious. Delicious. You liked it?
I loved it.
And who likes the blue?
Mexicana truck. It's delicious.
The blue team takes the opportunity to steal back some customers.
This is my big chance. The red team put on a plate that's raw, and I think that's great. This is our time to step ahead. We need someone to go work the crowd. Pino, do some magic.
So I quickly grab a dish and I start working the crowd, showing people, other customers who bought food from the talent truck. Look what we have.
How you doing over there? Have we tried the Mexican yet? Mexicana. We have a marinated flank steak in there. This is just what comes on the side. We have 2 different types of craft cheese. One's spicy, one's not. I'm Italian. Vengo da un piccolo paese vicino a Napoli, però oggi sono andato a Mexico. I'm the Italian who's converted today.
So I tell them, I'm Italian, but I've gone Mexican.
Tell them Pino sent you, and they'll take good care of you.
1 minute. You have 1 minute left.
Right, here we go. Andale.
One more, guys. We're rocking it, Eric. We're rocking it. Can you just ask them if they want spicy or not spicy cheese?
We're using the Kraft habanero cheese and the Tex-Mex.
Sure.
Here, we'll give you 2 subs and an extra meatball each.
In the dying moments of the food truck challenge, both teams are fighting to win over the final few customers.
There's no wait in our line over here. No wait. Come over here. Our line's moving way faster.
Thank you very much, sir.
They are hustling.
I grew up eating Latin American food at least twice a week. So I'm doing a Mexican street-style corn panna cotta.
Typically, you think of panna cotta as a dessert. She's turned it upside down and made an appetizer out of it, a savory approach to a panna cotta.
That's a smart move.
I'm also creating an amuse-bouche, which is a watermelon shooter to kind of cleanse the palate. I am incredibly confident in these flavors.
Hey there, Taya.
Chef Michael?
So 3 hours, 3 courses.
Yes.
A lot to get done.
Lot to get
Is
done.
there one element that is going to give you the biggest concern?
The panna cotta setting is my biggest concern. So as long as that goes well, I think I'll be okay.
And I see you are doing something to the corn here.
I'm just roasting the corn so they get a nice char. There'll be a layer on top of the panna cotta. It'll look like Mexican street-style corn, but then when you cut into it, it'll be a nice creamy corn panna cotta.
Interesting. Good luck with it.
Thank you, Chef.
Good job, Tay.
You got it, Taya.
How am I doing, guys?
Great. Fantastic.
I'm on track. And I know I have enough time to make every plate perfect. But the panna cotta is absolutely vital. If my panna cotta doesn't set, it's just like this blob. And I might as well just give the first round to Trevor. Oh my gosh. Looking good. Whew. Here, wait, it's crumbling. The look I'm going for is a whole piece of charred corn on top of the panna cotta. This isn't good. It's falling apart. I gotta get this off.
She's really struggling with the corn there.
Come on, Taya.
I just need to pick my other corn and pray for the best. This one's good, this one's good.
Next up is Taya's appetizer. A Mexican street-style corn with a corn panna cotta, zucchini blossoms, a jalapeno lime puree, and a watermelon and mint amuse-bouche.
To me, it's clear that Taya has managed to elevate her plate presentation.
I think this dish is her defining moment. We have never seen a more elegant, beautifully presented dish from Taya until now. And we have an amuse-bouche as well. Wow. Great beginning.
The panna cotta is very good. A little on the sweet side, you get that big hit of corn and that charred corn on top. I thought it was just a very clever way to do it.
This dish, I cannot see anything wrong with it. And this is very, very rare. Coming from a demon chef, you got all the different tastes. You got the sweet, that's balancing with the acidity from the crema, a little bit of hit slice at the end. The combination, it's amazing.
She has really captured Latin American cuisine here. Well, gentlemen, let's get back into the kitchen and see what Taya and Trevor are up to for their main course. Taya,
Yeah.
Is there anything on that board that inspires you?
The 2 things that I wanted are still there, so I'm pretty excited about that. The tortilla press and tomatillo.
You got lucky.
I did get lucky. I got tomatillos and tortilla press. A tomatilla is like a tomato, but it's more sour. I am going to be making a deconstructed tostada, so it's almost like a tostada flipped upside down. I just love these Mexican flavors. I grew up with them. My family always ate Latin American food. Using my tortilla press to make tortillas, then I add my halibut and my tomatillos I'm roasting down so I can make a beautiful green sauce. All the flavors are there.
Taya, please bring your dish to the podium.
I chose the tortilla press and the tomatillos, and my dish is a toma tostada inversion.
Well, I have to tell you, you really captured the essence of modern Mexican cuisine so beautifully. I'm curious to see what it tastes like, though.
Fingers crossed.
This is really sensational. The tostada is so beautiful, very crispy, very light. Halibut ceviche, lots of zing. Only fault, there's not enough of it. Citrus, salt, really well executed.
Thank you.
Hey, Josh.
Chef, how are you?
You know Becky, Josh.
I do. I saw her last year. Congratulations.
Thank you. You're working really clean, which is good, because when your station's in a mess, it's like your mind's in a mess.
That's very true. Thank you.
Tell us what you're doing.
I'm gonna do my take on my Bubba's chocolate cake. We used to eat that stuff all the time growing up. I'm gonna put some ancho chili peppers in there just to give it a little bite. And I'm also gonna make some sponge toffee and a Saskatoon berry gel.
This is the first time you have ever made something sweet in the MasterChef Canada kitchen. And it's for your grandmother, right?
Yeah, it definitely is.
I hope you do justice for her.
Gonna definitely make her proud.
Good luck.
Thank you, guys.
Good luck.
Thanks, Becky. I'm taking a huge risk making this cake. I don't bake a whole lot, but I need to show the judges that I can do everything. Slow down. Slow down. There we go. I got a million things going on in my head, and then I realized I forgot my gel in the blast chiller. I gotta go get my stuff. Oh, no. It's frozen solid. Come on. I really needed this gel to elevate the cake. It's a disaster.
10 minutes! You have 10 minutes left!
All right. I forgot my gel in the blast chiller. It's not set, it's frozen solid. Now I gotta go to plan B. I add liquid to it, and I turn it into a coulis instead. I really hope this works out for me. Okay, that's good. I am super excited. You know, this dish means so much to me. It's my whole family on a plate. So I'm hoping that I've made my Bubba proud. What I've made for you today is a Mexican chocolate cake with sponge toffee and a Saskatoon berry raspberry coulis.
I really love the plating. It looks like this cake just fell onto the plate. Well, let's taste it. It's like a symphony of flavors happening in my mouth right now. The salt, the richness of the chocolate, the crunch of the toffee, that little bit of the heat that comes in the back and just smashes you in the face. My advice to you is put perhaps a beautiful little quenelle of lime sorbet. That would just finish the whole thing. I just love it. It's a delicious, very sophisticated chocolate cake done in 1 hour. Incredible.
I'm impressed. I get that richness coming from that moist chocolate cake. I get the icing, that chili, that sourness. Everything is in here. This is complex. And I want to say welcome to the competition.
Thank you, Chef. Woo. To hear these judges love the cake, it's everything that I've ever wanted.
Loop. Through. Come on, Taya, push. This is the most time-consuming thing on the planet. My main is a sous vide venison loin with a poblano mole and a pepita verde, which is sunflower seeds and a ton of herbs. I need to trust my venison because I really want them to look like beautiful medallions.
She's added so many tricks to her bag since her previous season. It's great to see.
Taya just browned her venison. Now she's putting it into the vacuum-packed bag.
So it's basically swimming in butter to get that flavor, that fat that it needs, and it's to die for. I'm working on my mole poblano, maybe just a hint more salt. I'm a little stressed out right now. The poblano mole is supposed to have a smoky flavor, but you need sweetness and acid. So it's a lot of tasting and balancing as you go. I need some garlic. It's a challenge. Oh my goodness. Oh, Taya's plating. I'm pushing as hard as I can.
There's a lot of ambitious cooking happening right now. They really need to hustle.
I need to let the venison cook to the very last second.
Next up is Taya's entree, a venison tenderloin with roasted turnips, pepita verde, and a poblano mole.
I like the presentation. It is very modern, beautiful colors. I think it's very clean, it's very direct. I like the two sauces. It is captivating the way she plated this dish.
I find the venison underdone in the center, but it is very moist and has great natural flavor. The mole, it is big and bold, but balanced. It has the acidity there. And then the salsa verde is so much more subtle and creamy, and as a counterpoint to it, I love the balance game that she's playing here.
You know, you can serve venison rare, but rare venison is very, very strong. And the sauce has to compensate it with something fruity and sweet. This combination do not justify the cook on the venison.
I'm making an Asian-inspired pork taco at the fire hall. I'm lucky to get 30 minutes in a row of cooking time without hearing the bell go off. 30 minutes, I'm all over it. It's gonna taste unreal.
My Kofi has got a lot going on. He's doing a beautiful pork taco. So he is making homemade tortilla.
When I saw Chef's plate, it reminded me of home and my family. So I made an Asian-inspired pork taco. I made the tortillas from scratch, which I do at home.
Tell me exactly how you marinated the pork.
Sambal, maple syrup, soy, some shallots, some garlic, lime juice, a little bit of cinnamon, cumin, and coriander.
Your taco game is strong, my friend. That is good.
Thank you.
Really good. The pineapple, the sambal, that hint of maple syrup, give it that sweet heat that I love. You have a lot of potential. That's really great.
Thank you very much.
I love the combinations of the pork and the pineapple and the salsa. All that is being binded by this homemade tortilla. And the tortilla is nice and thin. You're someone with a great sense of flavors. However, you just gotta push it a little harder.
Yes, Chef. It's just such an awesome feeling to know that the judges are impressed with what I'm making.
I'm doing a play on traditional Mexican coffees. I'm doing a orange sponge cake, a cinnamon ice cream, and a dusting of espresso powder. Honey, put this in the box. Thank God the ice cream started because I still got to do a cake, a toffee, a mousse, a caramel. I got a lot of things going on. I need to get this done.
Hey, Taya.
Chef Alvin?
So what are you doing?
Right now, I am working on a sponge toffee.
Okay. So you're doing an elevated coffee dish, right?
More the flavors that are in traditional Mexican coffee: orange, cinnamon, chocolate.
I love the orange and the coffee. Sounds amazing. Do you drink a lot of coffee?
I love coffee.
You're becoming a chef already. I can tell you, chef just drank coffee all day long. There's a lot of component in this dish. Remember, you only have 20 minutes.
Yes. Thank you, Chef.
10 minutes.
Let's go. 10 minutes. Taya's cake is out of the oven now. That's got to be a sigh of relief for her.
I need to cool my cakes.
Now I need to plate.
I'm good.
Look at the way Trevor's plating. Trevor is an artist.
My hands are shaking like a leaf. I know I need to make sure my plating is absolutely beautiful.
2 minutes. You only have 2 more minutes left. 2 minutes.
Come on, girl, you can do it.
I'm gonna do a little mousse.
Oh my God, that looks amazing.
Taya has just brought her ice cream from the blast freezer, and she has 1 minute to make canals and get it on the plate.
This is so much pressure, but I gotta shake it off because I need to make the best damn dessert these judges have ever tasted.
There we go. There he goes, coming out.
Yay!
Wow, he's doing it.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up! All right, Taya, tell us about your dessert.
My dessert is a play on a café de olla. So I did a orange cake with a sponge toffee, dark chocolate mousse, and a cinnamon ice cream.
Watching the judges is like the worst and the best all wrapped together because you really don't know what they're thinking. It's like an emotional roller coaster.
Taya, first thing, I gotta compliment you on your plating.
Thank you, Chef.
You've been able to create a great sense of balance, proportion, color to create this one dessert. And that's not easy.
The flavors are classic Taya. They're big, they're bold. There's a lot of flavor happening on one plate.
Taya, you got a lot of lovely elements on this dish. Ice cream, cinnamony, smooth, creamy. The caramel's buttery. But what's the name of the dessert?
Café de olla.
I did not get the cafe. But overall, great job. But I would have preferred a little bit more coffee in my coffee dessert.
Understood, Chef. Pineapple, where's my pineapple?
For the main, I'm doing a braised pork cheek tamale ball with crispy pork belly and pineapple mole. I'm no longer the girl that got the second chance and just barely made it in. I'm now the best of the best. You can't question that. I'm in the finale.
You know, mole sauce is one of the mother sauces in Mexican cuisine. It is very difficult to get right. It's about really balancing spices, heat, not an easy task.
Ooh, it's spicy.
Get a little steam coming from your ears, dear.
Taya's pulling her pork bellies out.
Yes. Hi.
Taya, so you got your pork belly in, I noticed, in the first round.
Yes.
That was a smart move. Look at the juice coming out of that.
Yeah, I'm really, really happy with it, Chef.
So what are these balls that you're making?
This is the pulled pork cheek with the mole sauce. I'm stuffing the tamale and frying it.
This is the most elevated cooking I have seen you do in this competition.
I'm trying hard to impress you guys.
Why did you wait?
You know, I think it took me a while to get my confidence in the kitchen. And now that I'm able to cook what I want to cook, I want to show you guys that I mean business.
I'm already impressed.
Thank you,
Keep
Chef.
it up.
Thank you, Chef.
This win would be golden ticket to my food dream. I want to be a food critic. I mean, I got a good palate. I might as well use it, right?
10 minutes, you have 10 minutes left.
What the heck's happening?
I'm deep frying my tamale balls, and when I turn and look, the deep fryer is not to temperature.
The fryer?
The fryer is still the quickest way to cook this. No going back, I have to stick with the plan.
Okay, please need a minute.
In 5 minutes, the server will be coming for the entree.
Hot, hot.
I'm getting frazzled because I don't have that much time to play.
Look at the focus right now. This is next level.
You got this, Trevor. 1 minute! 1 more minute left!
Taya, you can do it.
10, 9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hands up!
Next up is Taya's entree. Braised pork belly and pork cheek tamale ball, and a pineapple mole.
It doesn't look as good as the appetizer. The color of the tamale ball is a bit light. It doesn't have that golden look that you would expect from a deep fried item.
I do think it's a playful take. I love the colors on the plate. It does say Mexico to me, and now it's all down to how it's going to taste.
Wow. Boy, Taya can cook. I mean, the flavors here.
The pork belly, I think, is porkalicious. Other than I think it could have been pan-fried a touch to be a little bit more crispy. Taya is clearly masterful when it comes to spices and seasonings. She has nailed the flavors of Mexico. That, to me, makes this dish a real knockout.